Well, good morning. How are y'all today? Well, I'm fine. Thank y'all so much for coming.
He's the only mayor most of us have ever known.
How old are y'all?
7, 8.
Okay.
A living legacy for children.
And I loved baseball when I was a little boy. And my grandfather, he loved baseball too.
So perhaps it's fitting Joe Riley shares a book about baseball.
He read this book to me the first time.
A sport that boasts the longest season.
And I will warn you, it has a surprise ending.
As he finishes his final and unprecedented 40th year.
That ain't my style, said Casey.
But unlike the mighty Casey and Casey at the bat.
And they knew Casey would not let that ball go by again. Now, when my grandfather read that to me, I certainly was going to hit a home run.
Riley's not taking anything for granted.
Probably busier than I've ever been just because I feel the pressure. I've got deadlines to get things done.
He's restless, not quite ready to reminisce, yet focused like the kid who took the reins, learning all he could about the childhoods of remarkable men.
I was interested in history.
The very leaders he shares the walls of City Hall with today.
You know, I really was always interested as a child in public service. I never thought of being mayor. And preserve, protect, and defend.
But as mayor, Riley has thought a lot about serving children.
Where do we start? We must start with our children.
You have a duty as mayor to be concerned about every child in your city.
He's tripled the number of city parks.
A healthy city is a city where children are safe and where children feel loved.
Including the ballpark that bears his name.
Five, so you want to pick out a book?
He helps kids celebrate every sweltering summer with a back-to-school festival.
It lets our school children know how important their education is to the whole community.
Get close to the shutter.
He's even filled an aquarium, perfect for field trips. But one of Riley's greatest gifts has yet to be opened.
Watch your steps.
The new Gilliard Auditorium.
The children that will come there with their teachers and hear concerts.
Delayed by his desire for excellence.
The concern was getting it right.
Space to line up with this space.
There's no reason to do anything other than your best.
Welcome home.
At 72, Riley is not retiring.
Thank you all.
I'll be busy, and because I'm not busy,
And all the volunteers, let's give them a big round of applause.
I know I wouldn't be happy.
He'll teach at his old school, the Citadel.
I, hope that I'll have many years of health and can be connecting with the next generation and listening to them and hopefully giving them guidance.
Like a kid on opening day, Joe Riley is still excited.
Joseph P. Riley Jr. and the Director of Fun, Bill Murray.
About a season many don't want to end.
I still do. I love the rhythm of the game. I love the beauty of the game.
Watching him, you can almost see the grandfather who took him to that first game.
I remember holding his hand as we walked to the stadium. It was a different stadium, but I watched how everybody spoke to him. And people really admired him and liked him.
Look like a strike for me. Good throw there. Yes, sir.
Childhood heroes aren't just in books or on the field. They're in our hearts and in the stands.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
It's the last State of the City address he will ever give.
I wish to begin by thanking you for the honor you have given me to allow me to serve you as your mayor.
And Joe Riley is nervous.
I'm just nervous about getting everything done in these 11 and a half months that I need to get done.
His to-do list for his 40th year is long and ambitious.
The International African American Museum will honor those enslaved Africans who were brought to our city.
Much like his unprecedented 10 terms as mayor.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
And I will, to the best of my ability, and carry into effect according to law. So help me God. So help me God.
I told my wife I was running for one term. I really thought I was.
Riley was 32 when he took office. The state of the city then? Dilapidated, physically and racially.
I will remember so clearly August 28, 1963, in his speech from Lincoln Memorial. You know, listening to Dr. King that day, it just kind of added to the consciousness that I was developing.
The boy born in Charleston grew up with segregation.
We had African American who worked for our family, and we loved each other. I mean, I knew they loved me, and I loved and admired them.
He struggled to understand.
It just allowed you to think about the justice of what had been going on, and I ran for that purpose, to open the government to people of color.
Bike patrol, SWAT team, safe streets.
Riley quickly hired the city's first black police chief.
You know, this morning we started in Holly Hill.
And later led a march to Columbia to take down the Confederate flag.
The citizens of South Carolina are good people.
Back in Charleston, he was busy building Charleston Place. Once controversial for its price and size, now the center of bustling King Street.
What I knew was that a great city is one that seeks to make people proud of now. It was noon, May the 25th, 1977.
He traveled to Italy and brought back Spoleto, a world-renowned arts festival. He envisioned a magnificent bridge.
We are all now bridge builders because this is your bridge.
I knew that people would rejoice if there was a bike pedestrian path.
But how did he know? He says he listens.
What's your name?
You listen to the voices, but you're really trying to understand the hearts.
It's more than what he's built, it's what we've felt.
You really feel a duty for everyone who lives in the city. You kind of own their hopes and aspirations and their tragedies.
Riley was there when 9 Charleston City firefighters lost their lives.
A great and heroic tragedy has befallen our community.
He rode out Hurricane Hugo in City Hall.
We've lost the roof, part of the roof. We had a lot of rain come in.
After he was the calm.
As I'm so proud to serve you as your mayor.
So maybe that's why, as he prepares to put the gavel down,
Thank you and good night.
there's celebration and trepidation.
Thank you for your warmth.
It's hard to imagine him not here, a place that echoes all who have gone before, but none has stayed as long.
I just hope that one day I don't absent-mindedly start walking up the steps of City Hall like I'm going back to work and people saying that poor fellow's lost his marbles.